Windscale, the pride of Britain. Nestled in the picturesque Lake District, the state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the envy of its northern neighbors. Scientific progress waits for no one, and
the public has nothing to fear.
The area will be reopened by Christmas at the latest.
The situation is more complex than was at first understood.
No military expeditions into the area have been lost. Where did you get such an idea?
Perhaps by next Christmas. Oh! No more reconnaissance flights! The interference field is bringing down aircraft like clay pigeons!
Let me be clear. Our experts are monitoring the situation, and I would urge everyone to remain calm. The situation in Cumberland is well in hand.
Is anybody there? I need help. Who are you? What are you doing in here? I thought this place was secure. Where's Dr. Powell? Mr. Choppy, all right. For the moment, at least. It's more important that you listen to me. I don't know who you are, but I could trust you more than I can trust myself. Please listen. Listen, while my thoughts are still my own. You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant. That's where it all went wrong. The only way to Windscale is through the interchange. You'll need my key card, or you'll never get in. There are people, people who will help you escape, but they won't do it for free. I've lost so much blood. I can't think straight. There should be supplies nearby. Alcohol and rest. Stop the bleeding, please. Hurry, please. It hurts like the devil. Careless mistake. Was ambushed by police. A bandage. Please help me. Very well. I'm hardly in a position to negotiate. What matters most is that the truth gets out. Here's my key card. It will get you out of here and into the interchange. It doesn't matter what else happens. As long as the truth of this place gets out. Here are my notes. Everything I remember. It's not much, but it's all I can do. You better get out of here before my condition gets any worse. Just go! Go, damn you! The interchange holds the truth. You must not forget. What the devil are you still doing here? You have got to go. It's not safe. Thank you. Delaying the inevitable, I'm afraid. But at least I can think more clearly now. If I can ever repay you for helping me, I will. But for your own safety, you should go. Leave me. Go now.
Quarantine protocol is in effect. This door must remain sealed. Emergency access has been granted.
hiding, chum. I'm between you and the exit. You tagged me, but I tagged you a bloody sight worse. Show your face. Let's get it over with, eh? Come out! Tea's getting cold! I just want us to be friends. That daft suit of yours must be off with you, or you'll regret it. That's gone bloody well. You! You... You're scuppered! Oh! Hey up, stranger. Not saying you were around this stretch before. How do? Where did you come from then? Blimey! He must have taken a knock on the noggin or summit. Still, you're looking decent fettled now. Listen, if you don't mind my saying, you don't look much like a local. You didn't walk in from, well, from the outside. Outside the zone, of course. Bloody heck. You really don't remember out, do you? This place? The quarantine zone. That's what the soldiers called it. Just sort of stuck after a while. It's this big old chunk of land inside the walls. They put those buggers up fast enough when it all went to clag in here. My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers. This place has been off for years. There've been strange happenings. You have to be careful who you trust. Not civilized round here anymore, just savages that roam about. And a few survivors, like myself. You what? Phones have been disconnected for years. Take a knock on the noggin, did you? You're starting to worry me now. Hearing voices isn't a good sign. I don't know what you're talking about. And I don't want to hear any more of it. Now, I think you should be on your way. Be better for the both of us. Don't you go asking for trouble or you'll get it. Think you're good with that? I'll have your head. What? Out of luck.
Who's out there? Stay back. What are you doing in here? Who knows what might have followed you in? Oh? Well, you haven't attacked me, so that's something, I suppose. Look, if you've a question about these caves, I can help. I don't know much about how else, though. Supplies I could trade, if that's what you're after. Interchange? Now, why does that ring a bell? I'm sorry. My memory ain't what it were. Mayhap it'll come back to me. You know, I must say, it's nice to talk to someone. Someone who's properly here, that is. Not just a voice in my head. Oh. Said that out loud, did I? Oh, I know how that must sound, but, exactly that. Well, voices, really. More than one. But, well, now, you really are a stranger, aren't you? They don't know who you are. Usually, you see, the voices tell me when someone's coming. That's how I know to hide. Well, aye. On occasion. It's like this, you see. They chatter away. The voices in my head. Not all the time, but a lot of it. Sometimes they're only whispers. Other times, not often, it's like they're standing right next to me. Hard to make out most of the time, but other times, they whisper about places. Hidden, secret places. Sometimes I think they're whispering from such places. Or mayhap I'm there, listening to them. Lord, I shouldn't be telling you this. It could make them angry. I wonder, perhaps if you can find it. An opening. Listen, I used to work these mines. The biggest one, the boffins took over when they arrived, started building something inside. Now, what did they call the place? Oh, but yes. Interchange. That were it. And I've heard the voices say that name. I'm sure I have. They closed up the old mine entrance, but I suppose they must have hidden a new one elsewhere. Mayhap the voices are ghosts, trapped inside. Mayhap opening a way to them will make the voices happy. Mayhap they'll leave me alone then. A few months back, people outside the walls sent in a convoy. All soldiers and that. They'd have been heading to the interchange, I'm sure. Didn't get far, of course. They were an ambush. Could hear the screaming a mile away. You'd maybe find some clues if you search through wreckage. I'll mark the spot for you. Oh, don't think they've done so for years now. On account of their people never getting back out again. Now it gets out of here. Whole point of a quarantine, isn't it? Well, this tunnel's part of the old cart route. What's left of it, any road. It's like a loop, takes you in and out of Slatton Dale. The Dale's busy with outlaws, so watch yourself if you go that way. Oh, and there's a fenced-off way, goes into the soldiers' territory. Skeather Moor, that is. Can't recommend that. Not unless you're keen to get yourself shot or burned to a crisp. I can tell you my story, I suppose. I used to work this mine. No, but your run-of-the-mill slate mine. Until they found something in one of the workings. Next thing we know, we're up to our necks in white coats and khaki, made to sign the Official Secrets Act, even though we know now and been told less. Few years later, something goes properly wrong at that factory thing they built across the mere. And now, here I am living in a hole. Nope. All I know is they closed up the mines and started building bunkers everywhere. They reckoned bunkers were secrets too. That you can dig big holes in the ground without everyone and their dog in the neighborhood knowing about it. All good. Come back if you're around. Might have something new I could trade with you. Bye. You be careful.
Who's there? Friend or foe? You'll be dead!
Firing! Ball! Like to I'm on you. Focus on the enemy. Heads up. This looks fun. You want some of the
You're not getting out of this. Aye, let's get them. Bastard. He'll be dead soon enough.
Got ya! Like that. It's not over yet. I'll finish you off. Where? No way out for you. What the?
Well, here's... Nice and slow now. Let's have no trouble. Bloody hell. West... Going
Bloody
nowhere.
right back. I'm coming for you.
Take this. You asked for it. You're as good as dead. On the You cheeky. Gotcha now.
Oi, nice and slow now. Let's have no trouble.
Outlaw.
Huh?
What's this? Nice and easy now.
Hello. I don't know you, do I? No, I'm sure I don't. Not seen you round here before. Your lot shouldn't be wandering this far out village. Ain't safe. That is where you came from. The village. Aye. I can mark it on your map for you. You won't watch yourself out here in the Dales. Outlaws all over the shore. But look, before you rush off, maybe we can do some business. My name's Molly. If you've got out to trade, I got some bits and bobs for sale. They kept what they were doing hidden from us locals, right up until the day the atom plant went bang across the mere. Well, you won't find any boffins left here now, but turns out they've been digging out secret bunkers all over the place. Riddle these hills like woodworm in an old sideboard. I might just know the location of one or two of them. Not that that kind of thing comes for free, you understand. How's this sound? We do a bit of trading, and here's the thing. I get right gossipy when I'm trading. I bet you wouldn't mind hearing a bit of local gossip, would you? Make a trade, and maybe I'll throw in some information for free. Whoa, now that's nice. Oh, you got yourself a bargain, ain't ya? If out new comes into me hands, it goes straight in stock. Just saying. It's worth coming back to see. Oh, I feel some uncontrollable gossiping coming on. Pin back your luggoals. I heard some outlaws found a big door nearby, one they couldn't get open. Now, only the boffins would have built something like that. They said it was signed, the interchange. It's inside a bunker that overlooks the quarry, if you've been over that way. Here, I'll mark it for you. Well, before everything were a mess, I used to be a tinker. Travelling round, fixing things for folk. Sharpening knives and scissors, selling pots and pans. Afterwards, couldn't get stuff off the markets to sell anymore. So I thought, Molly, my girl, you need to become a broker. That's what I do. I sort out deals, and I do it fairly. Reputation's about the only thing worth spit now. You need anything, Molly'll be here.
You are proper buggers, you are. That's bad. I'm going to do you in.
And I wish you'd never been born. Help me! I'm bleeding!
Stay looking, mate! Yup. I'm hurt!
Attention! Wyndham Village is under the authority of the quarantine protocol.
Well, well, well. Just look what the cat dragged in. Pay attention. This village is under military occupation per the quarantine protocol. You're new round here, eh? Which means you're free to enter. Just keep your nose clean, all right? What are you gawping at? Like I said, you're free to enter the village. Move on.
Well, should I shoot him, Sarge?
You should not. Look, for the 100th time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out.
Oh, get a lot sorted out by kicking the elderly out of the road.
You know what the captain said? We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner...
Vulnerable? The fucking cheek of you? Ah, at least the
Please,
outlaws
God, let me heal. Put me on the... I can't stand this miserable shit out of the village much longer.
Right, listen to me, you old knight. Orders is orders. You obey orders, or it's the jug for you.
You've never took us in the place. You've never...
Watch me. You should be thanking us for protecting you. You know that?
Aye, I suppose so.
You suppose so? Let me hear you say it.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
That's better. Gather your time and get out.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
Keep your nose clean.
Citizens of Wyndham, there has been an increase in outlaw activity on Slatton Dale.
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blown.
I said to him, "Where's my pal Johnny? What you done with him?" And that bloody peacock says, "Oh, he's currently detained."
Why here of all places? If they'd resolved... Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave. Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please. Good heavens above, no. The very thought. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here. All I can concern myself with right now is keeping this quiet. I must decide what to do about this before any soldier wanders in. I would suggest you let all this lie too. The matter is best left to the village to handle. Maisie, a local girl. She must have got mixed up in something. The weapon that was used to, a peculiar choice. It puts me in mind of those debauched druids out in the woods. Well, we call them druids. I'm not sure what they call themselves. The disaster seems to have fostered the return of some distinctly atavistic, indeed thoroughgoing pagan sentiments around here. The following sprang up in Casterfell Woods shortly after, in the ruins of an old castle, and has since bloomed into a vicious cult, certain death. That's what you'll be met with if you choose to enter the woods. I advise you to stay well away. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out.
What do you want? I had naught to do with Maisie's death, I swear, in God's name. And neither did the vicar. He's a good man. If this gets back to the soldiers, they'll cart him and me both off to jail. We had naught to do with it. I always liked Maisie. She probably got on the wrong side of someone on account of her. But you should leave. This is village business, and none of yours. Like I said, this is none of your business, stranger. If you want to play detective, stick to the crime scene. Leave us bystanders alone.
I trust you will do what is right. You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you. Oh. What in heaven's name shall we do? I trust you will do what is right.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember, strangers may be dangers. If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
It has come to my attention, again, that despite warnings, certain among you are still pursuing prohibited activities.
It's like having another bloody war.
That is pagan practice. Now, in normal times, I'm sure you're
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll cough the bastard. Orders be blown.
The next person we catch floating this down would be lucky if they just end up in turret. I wouldn't mind.
Dismissed!
Citizens of Wyndham, we cannot guarantee your safety beyond the village paling. Do you have a good reason to leave the village?
Civvy gives me cheek and I'll cough the bastard. Orders be blown. Not sure I like the look of it.
The village of Wyndham is picturesque. The village of Wyndham is quaint. The village of Wyndham cautious. Be cautious.
Nothing fancy.
citizens of Wyndham, there has been an increase in outlaw activity.
Ah, it's you. The shopkeeper. Good heavens above. I knew something was off about him, but nothing as foul as that. Then I must ask something of you. You're embroiled in this now, as much as we are. To find absolution, well, you must find some way to deal with Morris. An ally to those heathens in the woods is a danger to the village. Not that I'm suggesting you. Well, I'll leave it to your judgment. What's in it for... Oh, good grief. I don't know. I have an artifact I could part with, I suppose. It's something of a rarity. Help me with this murder business, and it's yours. Now that Maisie is dead, there is no one else I can trust to be able to carry out such a task. And in the spirit of reciprocation, if you are in need of my help, you need only ask. I am here if you wish to talk, to unburden your soul. And if you'll forgive me for saying so, you seem troubled. Might I ask why? I don't suppose, well, have you perhaps been hearing voices? It is a sign of vile corruption. It cannot be tolerated. It must be confronted. I saw it in the baker's husband. The baker, Iris, told me he was hearing voices and had fallen terribly ill. I haven't seen her husband for a number of weeks now. So I trust she came to her senses and took the necessary action. But it pains me to imagine what evil is creeping inside our little village. None of us, not even the protocol officers, know the truth of that. Only that it started with that wretched science city they built across the mere. They did something. Heaven knows what. And now it is laced with evil. You can smell it in the air. I doubt I would understand any of it. Besides which, the village occupies all my time. The people here need a guiding hand, not an oppressive one. The military presence, this protocol nonsense of theirs, has done that to us, and with no sign of respite. Pressure like that breeds corruption. I must obey the Lord's will and fight against such things. You, on the other hand, seem of a curious nature. I can offer you something, but you must be cautious about prying too deeply. Well, I was on cordial terms with one or two of the scientists stationed up here. The important ones lodged at a manor house out in Casterfell Woods. I doubt any are still alive. But they may have left notes or papers that could prove useful to you. But you didn't hear that from me. All right. You did? I see. Yes, it's true. She ran errands for me from time to time. I asked her to keep an eye on certain people. She has had quite a talent for it. I have a certain arrangement of sorts with some of the villagers. In a world as terrible as this, with evil in the soil and a military boot on their necks, who can blame those who turn to the church for protection? I offer what I can, in return for a small donation to the church. But it is necessary for me to keep some eyes on them as well. In case they waver, there is a lot of temptation within the zone, and temptation too easily leads to corruption. Farewell, and God bless you.
Citizens of Wyndham, you are reminded that any building marked as sterilized is off limits prior to demolition. Trespass is a serious offense.
See that big metal bugger? I could have it. I could.
A new customer.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
A new customer. How'd you do? Welcome to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with? How did... Well, been poking around in what's not your concern, eh? I don't have to explain myself to you. It's none of your bloody business. Beliefs? They're the truth. Can't you see what's going on here? The protocol soldiers, the church, all carrying on like they know all the answers, when the truth is they know nought. Everyone says the folk in the woods are cracked, but they look like the only sane ones around here to me. They're trying to make peace with the world, not ruin it. Them scientists, the disaster, that weren't natural, their knows. Upset the balance of things. Nature's proper furious with us. We should make amends, shouldn't we? It's only right. But them soldiers would have me locked up for thinking that. Dangerous pagan sentiments, that arse of a captain calls it. If you've seen them out in Casterfell Woods, I know they might come across as proper nasty. But look, they say the earth speaks to them, and they listen. Now, folk have been saying there's a voice in the earth around here since the year dot. These druids, or whatever you want to call them, they say that's true. So, mayhap we should be listening to it too, eh? I want what's best for village. We should be looking back to what's always been here. The army here tried to stamp it out, but their captain's a bloody southerner. What does he know about the north? Well, but maybe you're a tattletale for the vicar too, eh? Prying for secrets so he can hold 'em over me. Well, I won't stand for people who stick their beaks in where they're not wanted. Shh! Shut your bloody trap before you bring every nosy bastard in here. All right, look. Just hear me out, eh? See, we're a rotten one, that un. Tattling folk out to the vicar so he can load it over us. She never had out on me, not till last night when she found that letter. Then she carried on like I'd thrown in me lot were old Hitler or summat. Called me a traitor, like I ever had any loyalty to the protocol lot. I'm no killer, not born to it, but she were poison, that un, and so is vicar. Summat had to be done. Him? My socks are holier than he is. We give our donations to the church, and in return he keeps the protocol sweet, or so he says. Truth is, he worms his way into people's lives, finds out about matters that won't sit well with soldiers, and holds them over us. Blackmail it is, pure and simple. Aye, that's the truth of it. It's the authorities what get people killed around here. Maisie, well, she fell in with wrong lot. What came to her was only just. I'm not wicked, you know. I just have a purpose in life, that's all. Something better. But that Maisie, she were going to shout it from rooftops if I didn't pay to keep her and that vicar quiet. She had to go. And I had to do it somewhere vicar couldn't just sweep it under the rug. He can't go running off to the captain when it looks like he might have blood on his hands. Please, I know what I'm asking, but let it go, will you? Give us that letter back and we can both forget all about it. I'll make it worth your while, I promise. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, eh? Fair enough. Here, you take this as a thank you, I suppose. I'm happy, you're happy, and the village doesn't have to worry about that quizzling Maisie anymore. And look, if you want to know more about her, you know, the purpose, well, there's someone I'd love you to meet. Mother Jago. Lives out by the old mine in Casterfell Woods. I'll mark the spot for you. Reckon you'll find what she has to say very interesting indeed. Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow.
In the months after the disaster, some people started to turn a bit odd. Nothing bad, just different, you know. Kept going on about the soil calling to them. People you'd known your whole life, proper sober folk, suddenly talking about a new purpose. Then one night, they all upped and marched off into woods. Soldiers have been properly down about any talk, since that might sound a bit, you know, pagan. I shouldn't be talking about it neither.
Acts of insubordination or disrespect against soldiers prisoners and will be treated as such. Please, don't make us hurt you. Citizens of wisdom, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village hall.
Oh, who are you? I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do. Oh? Well, not that there's anything wrong with it if you did, it's just... Well, never mind. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something. What? You know that he's... Doesn't really matter how you know, does it? Look, I'll talk, but only to show you I'm doing nothing wrong. You have to keep quiet about this, please. Me husband, Philip, he went off exploring with one of his pals. Bloody fools, the pair of them. He said they were poking around in an old bunker and walked into a cloud of funny glowing spores or something. And he told me he started hearing voices. He says the voices hurt him. Whatever it was, it made him awful ill. He's not getting any better. Just a bit worse every day. You're sweet for saying so. It's easy to lose hope in this place. You know, we've had one mite of luck. Came by a special tonic. which does something to settle the voices in his head and keep the infection down. At least, while we can get it, it does. But look, what's your interest in all this? I'm sorry, but I don't have any of the tonic left. I know where you can get some, though. There's a lady, calls herself Mother Jago, out in Casterfell Woods. Brews the tonic to her own recipe. She lives out by the old mine. I can mark on the map where to find her. And listen, I hate to ask, but could I trouble you to get us some of the tonic? Just a single bottle. We're almost run out. Bless you, thank you. Bye now.
Request an escort at the village hall.
Hands away from any weapons, you...
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety. The area you are
Sky is having a field day. And these wretched weeds. Oh, hello there. You must forgive me. I wasn't expecting visitors today. And, oh good heavens, Jenks should have taken your coat. Jenks? Had him for years, bless him. I'm sure he'll be along shortly. Prudence Rook, delighted to meet you. Welcome to my little corner of the world. I was just looking over the garden. We've rather let it get away from us, I'm sorry to say. In the grand scheme of things, everything's delightful. The flower beds are getting a little untidy, that's all. We have lots of guests, you see. Scientists, mainly working out or visiting the Bard research place across the mere. We want the house to be a home from home for them. My sister Charity looks after the boffins when they're here. Terribly clever she is. Much brainier than I. I make sure the house is to order, and she hosts them in the conservatory while they discuss their complicated atomic boojums. Oh, it's all terribly hush-hush. Whatever they do, I'm sure it's for the best. She would be able to tell you more, but, well, she mustn't be disturbed. She's busy, you see. The house must be ready for when our guests return. But you have the run of the house, the grounds, wherever you choose. Liberty Hall, as the Americans say. We don't go into the conservatory, though. Not there. But everywhere else. Anything you need, ask Jenks. We can't. There are precious things in there that can't be disturbed. We keep the conservatory locked unless our guests are here. I can only trust Jenks with the key. Which reminds me, I must return it to him when he gets back. Whenever he gets back. Yes, we must keep the house neat and tidy for the guests, for when they return. But the conservatory, we can't disturb it, you see. And I really must give the key to Jenks. You know, dear, you remind me of Jenks. Where on earth is he? I need to have a word with him. Keep an eye out for him, will you? I think he told me he was going to the dam to the northwest of here. But he should be back by now. He's a terrible dawdler. Oh, you wretched aphids! I shall have Jenks get some spray to deal with you. Yes, I shall. We'll have this garden as pretty as a picture for summer. Yes, we shall. Why would anyone want to go to the dam? Is that it? Always the clever one, Charity, but I have the looks.